Now, from the Columbia Basin, your local news source, this is iFIBER 1 News, presented in high definition. The #1 source for real-time local news, local sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. With your iFIBER 1 News team, reporting news in real time as it's happening. From the iFIBER Communications HD broadcast studio in Ephrata, Washington, this is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Welcome to iFIBER 1 News. I'm Alan Troop with your weekend edition. We will review some of the top stories for this week and a few of your favorites. And we have the latest weather forecast for the Columbia Basin from the iFIBER 1 Weather Center. Our top story this week was about a group of people running and walking to help the Columbia Basin Cancer Foundation. Here with the story is reporter Jeff Chu.
The third annual Moses Lake 5K Turkey Trot raised a record amount of money, almost $5,400, to fight cancer in the Columbia Basin. Event organizer Kelsey Grant said she and volunteers were happy to see the Saturday event drew 148 runners, walkers, even their dogs, to traverse the trails and sidewalks of Moses Lake. The event started at Blue Heron Park. Grant, who is now a Washington State University student, started the Turkey Trot 3 years ago as her senior project at Moses Lake High School. Proceeds go to the Columbia Basin Cancer Foundation. Many of those in the race have been touched by cancer at least once in their lives, including Kelsey, who lost her grandmother to the disease.
A lot of people are affected by cancer and they want to help, and that's exactly why I'm doing it.
She talked about Columbia Basin Cancer Foundation and what it does.
And it just helps and supports people who have been diagnosed with cancer. Last year was for the Susan G. Komen. My sister and her coworkers were on the team for Susan G. Komen, and they just ran it this September. So that's what the fundraising, I changed it last year for them. People can come in and get either physical or emotional therapy or all sorts of different things, and just gives hope to them and helps out families and everything. Everywhere in the Columbia Basin, people come to them. Hopefully everyone keeps supporting us and help the Cancer Foundation. They need a lot of help. They're helping a lot of people.
Jennifer Atnip of Moses Lake said she recently lost an uncle to cancer, a medical history that runs in her family. She was there with 4 others in her family who ran or walked in the event and sporting turkey hats.
I want to support the cause. I'm hoping for a cure, and maybe we can get this thing taken care of so my family and our genetics can kind of have something to fall back on and help us heal from it.
Anna Hers, who ran with her dog Jake, explained why she was there.
Actually started running last year to support the cancer. Some young ladies that work in our HR department did the Susan G. Komen walk, and so this last year they used this as a fundraiser. So been active in it since then. I had my mother-in-law pass away from cancer 24 years ago, and so it was really close to home.
Jody O'Shea said she has supported the Turkey Trot every year since she lost a dear family member to cancer.
It's a cancer fundraiser, and I feel very strongly about that. The first year was the year after I lost my mom, so I guess that would be 2011. And I'm also a medical provider, so I encourage a lot of people to get out here, be healthy, support cancer, and I feel very strong about it.
Jody was the overall winning women's runner in the Turkey Trot, and men's overall winner was Eric Burke. I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
Thank you, Jeff. Thanksgiving is next week, and as the holiday season continues to grow, so does the demand on food banks. Vivian Huang reports on how the Moses Lake Food Bank is doing and an effort this weekend to help fill their shelves.
The halls of Moses Lake Food Bank are lining up with carts filled with food in preparation for Thanksgiving next week. Operations Manager Penny Archer has spent almost 20 years running the food bank for community services of Moses Lake.
We operate the Moses Lake Food Bank, plus we're a distribution center. We take care of a total of 34 food banks in Grant, Adams, Lincoln, Benton, and Yakima counties.
To help the food bank, Samaritan Healthcare will be hosting their annual turkey and canned food drive at Safeway from Thursday through Saturday, which encourages shoppers to donate food for families in the Moses Lake and Warden areas. All food collected at the drive goes to the Moses Lake Food Bank.
Samaritan's been doing this for us for a long time, and they are awesome. I mean, they make a big difference in the amount of turkeys and food and money that come into to us during this season to help us take care of our neighbors here in Grant County. These units behind me are pre-built for Thanksgiving. We're distributing to the families next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We expect to see between 15 to 1,700 different families. So anyway, we have volunteers that come in. They build the units that will have vegetables, olives, stuffing, vegetable oil, etc., etc., etc. And so each unit will be given to a family.
The food bank is located at 1075 Marina Drive in Moses Lake. For iFIBER 1 News, this is Vivian Huang.
Thank you, Vivian. We will be back after these messages.
Good food, cold beer, and plenty of entertainment. That's what Sporty Steakhouse is all about. Open 6 a.m. every day. We offer over 100 reasonably priced menu items with 24 different ice-cold beers on tap and a wide variety of spirits. Come in with your favorite group, watch the game on our big screen TV, shoot pool, play shuffleboard, and more. We have live music and DJs, so find us on Facebook for upcoming events. Located on East Broadway Avenue in Moses Lake. Sporty Steakhouse, where good friends meet.
There's something new and exciting happening right now at your nearest Toyota dealer. It's the arrival of the all-new 2014 Corolla, now featuring a new stylish exterior, plus a premium interior loaded with technology, including Toyota's N-Tune multimedia system with navigation. Corolla has definitely evolved. The best part is, right now you could take advantage of special introductory savings. The new 2014 Corolla, available at any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi there, everybody. Meteorologist Don Morelli with you here on iFIBER Channel 1 News. Your weekend outlook is brought to you by Bud Cleary Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. Well, if you have any sort of respiratory problems, or if you know any friends, relatives that have like COPD, emphysema, that sort of thing, it's going to be a tough couple of days. We have an air quality alert, not only starting this afternoon on this Friday, but right on through the weekend into Monday. Besides that, though, it is going to be a pretty nice weekend with generally sunny skies. There might be a little bit of haze developing by Sunday, but all in all, looking very good. Dry conditions through the holiday, right through Thanksgiving. And basically, tranquil weather conditions and getting more seasonal. I know it's a little bit chilly, though, on our Friday with temperatures cooling down into the teens this morning. We topped out only into the mid and high 30s, and it'll be similar on our Saturday. A bit below the normals of 42 and 27. In Moses Lake, similar temperatures, albeit a little colder, near that 10-degree mark. To start today, boy, was it bone-chilling cold. Record low was 1, though, so we were far from that, thank goodness. 31 right now. Things are cooling off very quickly. I mentioned last night what happens at night when the skies are clear, the dew points very low, single digits, light winds, only 5-6 miles an hour. Temperature plunges very, very quickly. So heading on out to start your weekend, you might want to bundle on up. Quick look at the satellite picture. You see a few passing clouds during the day, but generally we're looking at not too bad of an afternoon, did we see? Again, very, very nice, but we'll see similar conditions right through the weekend. In fact, let's put it into motion overnight tonight. Maybe some brief clouds here and there, but generally the afternoon, late morning, some puffy clouds here and there, but all in all, just looking fairly decent. But again, a little bit unsettling for those of you with any sort of respiratory problems. The air getting a little stagnant around the area. But you can see right into Monday, things are looking very nice. So let's zoom in on the state on our Saturday. Mid to high 40s, if not lower 50s to the west of the Cascades. A little bit of cloud cover, but not too bad. Inland Northwest, mostly sunny. Temperatures, though, still pretty chilly, only in the mid 30s. And as we zoom into our area, we are looking for possibly flirting with that 40-degree mark. To be honest, I'll be surprised if we hit 40 here in Ephrata. In fact, as we take a look at the 7-day outlook, I changed it here to see only 38 specifically here in Ephrata and 39 on Sunday. So pretty chilly temperatures, still back into the teens. We'll try to get back into the lower 20s on Sunday morning, but we remain chilly. At least we're back to seasonal levels, as you can see, as we start the work week and Thanksgiving. Looking pretty good for the turkey, and I'm not talking about me. Have a great night, everybody.
At Moses Lake Community Health Center, we have had the privilege to serve the local communities since 1978.
What I like about working at this clinic more than any other clinic that I've worked at is the patient care. With the patient care team that we've assembled, it allows us to take care of these many facets of the patient and their family's needs.
Please take the opportunity to experience the high-quality care provided at our clinics.
Bud Clary Ford Honda is proud to be an automotive leader in our area. Since opening our doors over 54 years ago, we have kept a firm commitment to our customers. We offer a wide selection of vehicles and hope to make the car buying experience as quick and hassle-free as possible. You can trust that we will get you into the car or truck of your dreams. Bud Cleary has an experienced and reliable service and parts department that is open extra hours to help fit our customers' hectic schedules. Come for a test drive today at 1200 South Pioneer Way. We are a proud supporter of Columbia Basin Athletics.
Pacific Coast Canola received its first shipment of canola seed in Warden via train. Here with the story is Jeff Chu.
116 rail cars carrying 33 million pounds of canola seed recently pulled into Pacific Coast Canola in Warden. It was the first major load shipped more than 1,300 miles from the North Plains to the West Coast's first and only seed crushing and oil refining facility. The product was shipped west via Burlington Northern Santa Fe, then Columbia Basin Railroad from Connell in Franklin County. Columbia Basin Railroad spokesman Patrick Boss said the shipment for Pacific Coast Canola in its first year of production was a significant step forward. Video footage of the railway haul was provided courtesy of Columbia Basin Railroad.
It's one of the largest trains that's ever been brought up. This line, this short line, which goes from Connell through Warden and up to Moses Lake. And so what it really does, it establishes the Columbia Basin Railroad line as a line that can handle large quantities of product, and shows that we can, a place like Warden can attract companies like Pacific Coast Canola that need a lot of product. Huge train, almost a mile long, and we're going to see a lot more of those coming in here. So rail is really significant for these companies to locate in places like Warden, Washington. It's a rural community. It's got a lot of great infrastructure, but the rail was the key to getting Pacific Coast Canola here. And frankly, having the ability now to bring in millions and millions of pounds of canola seed will help them grow and hire more people.
Port of Warden Commissioner Dale Pomeroy, who worked closely to help form the port business and railroad partnership, said at one point he thought the canola plant project would be lost in the post-2007 economic decline. Now he said he sees it as a catalyst that will attract other large companies which will ship product in and out of Warden via Columbia Basin Railroad.
It's good for the local communities because once we start the unit trains, it's not only going to be a good plus for this particular Pacific Coast Canola, but we got other companies wanting to move into our area, and if they know that we can have unit trains or even 50, 60 cars, it's a huge impact on agriculture for taking wheat out, taking product out, and bringing product in.
The port leased the property to the canola processor. The big canola shipment is just one indicator of industries prospering with the aid of a local railroad company, Boss said.
Last year, about 10,000 carloads of product came out of this area that were shipped to and from this area. So it's a very vital short line that connects up all these communities in the Columbia Basin. It should result in, at least this year, a couple thousand carloads of product coming in. Probably in the next 2 to 3 years, we'll see up to 4,000 carloads of canola seed coming in here a year.
I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
We will be right back after this.
At Furniture West in Moses Lake, we have a wide variety of quality name brand furniture. Many of our name brands are proudly manufactured in the United States, and we offer delivery with free haul-off and setup. Our knowledgeable staff can help you with any of your home furnishing needs. We carry big names like Tempur-Pedic, La-Z-Boy, and Flex Steel. Let us turn your house into a home. Come see us on Broadway in Moses Lake.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
With wintry weather looming around the corner comes challenging driving conditions as well. Here's Jeff Chu reporting on how to take precautions for them.
Challenging winter driving is right around the corner, and Washington State Patrol troopers never want to see anyone involved in a weather-related crash on area highways. Trooper Darren Wright, the State Patrol's Grant County spokesman, says when it comes to driving safely during winter months, it usually boils down to speed.
Well, the most important thing for winter driving is always first slow down, drive for the conditions. Speed limits are posted for perfect conditions, dry conditions, and when those change, you need to change your speed accordingly. So slow down for the slick conditions.
And motorists with four-wheel drive vehicles should not think that means the speed limit doesn't apply in snowy, icy road conditions, Trooper Wright says.
People that have four-wheel drive's great for getting you going and getting started, but it doesn't stop any better. In fact, sometimes they stop even longer distances because they're heavier. So it takes longer for them to get stopped in icy conditions. So although you have four-wheel drive, you still need to slow down.
The condition of your tires is also important.
We're always concerned about the speed, but having tires that aren't up to par, having below standard tires increases your risk of getting into a collision. Not having chains when you're required to have them going over passes or something like that, those are always issues also.
Chains are often required for motorists traveling in heavy snow and ice over Cascade Mountain passes, such as Snoqualmie on Interstate 90. Even cars with studded tires need to carry chains. Trooper Wright also urges motorists to travel prepared.
Have certain basic items in order to survive out there. We'd like you to have warm clothes, a coat, gloves, boots if you don't wear them, if you don't have them on you. We also want you to have some blankets with you to help keep warm in case you need to. Maybe some traffic flares so you can warn traffic of if it's a blocking incident. We suggest having a shovel in the vehicle in case you need to dig yourself out. We also suggest having a brush or a scraper in your vehicle so you can clear your vehicle ahead of time. Clear the windshield, also clear the hood and your lights because snow on the hood could blow up and block your vision also. So having those in there so you can clear that vehicle before you leave is always a good task.
The State Department of Transportation's Winter Driving Guide states that unprepared drivers going too fast are the main reason Snoqualmie Pass is closed to remove vehicles blocking the highway. I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
We will be right back after this.
6 years ago, my dad began having issues with headaches, sore throats, and constant fatigue. He tried treating the problem with over-the-counter medications and lots of caffeine. Finally, he talked to his doctor who confirmed our suspicions. Dad had sleep apnea. He didn't like the idea of using a CPAP, but after trying it one night, he was convinced. We found everything he needs for a much better quality of life at In-Home Medical.
Hey, how do you TDM?
Chicken, burrito, beef, taco, pico, de gallo. Yeah!
Tuesdays and Thursdays a pork Baja Bowl.
I just can never decide, so I get two.
2 fish tacos, rice and beans.
Chicken or beef? That is the question.
Wet Mondo burrito with sour cream and guacamole. As hot as you can get it.
Stop by today and tell us how you TDM.
A powder coating shop in Ephrata continues to help young racers after moving to a new location. Here with the story is Jeff Chu.
Jason and Chelsea Hill say they will continue to support area youth who are standout local and regional quad, motocross, and auto racers. The Hills Extreme Custom Powder Coating, a business that for 12 years has specialized in car, motorcycle, ATV, dirt bike, golf cart, and scooter ceramic coating and sandblasting, has moved. The new shop is at 412 East Division near downtown Ephrata. The Hills celebrated their grand reopening on Saturday at the new location, and they said they take pride in the fact that they have sponsored 5 highly competitive young racers so far. Chelsea Hill explained how the sponsorships work.
We do sponsorships for the kids, like we'll do a % off for the families, and we'll powder coat pretty much everything on their bikes, whatever they want done. And they usually put like our business name in their graphics and stuff like that. And it's fun. We like to go try and support as much as we can.
Jason Hill described powder coating.
Pretty much specialize in custom powder coating of parts. A lot of motorcycle, ATVs, car parts, like for restoration. Can even do up to, like lawn furniture, as long as metal, aluminum, magnesium, cast, pretty much can be powder coated. Basically kind of like a paint process, but it actually is powder when it's applied. It looks kind of like a flour consistency. It's applied with an electrostatic charge gun. Once it goes on, it's put into an oven. At that process, it turns from the powder look to the basically your paint look, but most of the powders are up to 8 to 10 times stronger than your normal conventional paint.
Two of their sponsored Afredo racers and members of the Mean Street Performance Car Club from Moses Lake showed up at the business's grand reopening. Ephrata High School senior Cody Jensen at 18 turns pro in the motocross racing circuit this spring and is sponsored by the Hills.
When I was 4 years old, I rode my first dirt bike. I loved it. I recently moved into the pro class, so starting the spring we'll be racing with all the big boys.
He said he hopes to compete as long as possible.
For as long as my body will allow me to.
10-year-old Lakeview Elementary School and ATV quad competitor Seth Coburn is another one of the youth the Hills sponsored. He has been riding quads since he was 5.
My dad he used to ride dirt bikes and stuff, and then he got on a quad, and then he got me on a quad, and then we got into this racing thing.
I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
And that's going to do it for us here at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next week.